Starry skies tap the glass tonight, tuning up in the fading light. First drop falls like a timpani drum, waiting for the rest of the chords to come. You left your coffee on the ledge, a cold reminder on the edge. Now the sky begins to release the opening movement of my masterpiece. Listen close to the window pane, symphony washing over every single memory. And a million diamonds hidden the pain, playing a sonata made of rain. And it's a beautiful sound, it's a bitter view, an orchestra playing for a crowd of two. But it's just me and the window pane symphony. Wind chimes mimic a silver flute, while my thoughts stay completely mute. The steady rhythm of the downpour sheet keeps the tempo and holds the beat. Streaks of water trace down the sheet like written notes that will never meet. Every splash is a violin bow, playing a song only we used to know. Listen close to the window pane, symphony washing over every single memory. And a million diamonds hidden the pain, playing a sonata made of rain. And it's a beautiful sound, it's a bitter view, an orchestra playing for a crowd of two. But it's just me and the window pane symphony. Thunder cracks, the brass chimes in, we're due the storm and the heartbreak begin. The glass is vibrating, the pressure is high, our grand finale falling down from the sky. Then it slows, the wind blows and the music goes. Just a soft plop plop on the frame, the closing credits of the rain. The orchestra fades, the sky grows clear, but the music stays right here. Just a whisper on the pane, an echo of the rain. Frost is freezing on the patio deck. Wrap that heavy wool scarf around your neck. Outside the winter wind is blowing a gale. The world is hidden in a blanket of pale. Bowed inside the shadows, dance on the wall. We don't have to answer anyone's call. Just watch the orange light begin to ignite, chasing away the bitter chill of the night. Sitting right here by the cozy embers, soft and sweet glow that my heart remembers. Crackling wood and a slow burn and a spark, keeping us safe from the cold and the dark. Let the world freeze, let the clock fade away. We've got a fire that will keep us till day, safe in the room where the winter surrenders, arm in our hands by the cozy embers. Two copper mugs filled up to the brim, the television screen is dusty and dim. Don't need a script, don't need a display. The fire tells us everything we need to say. You take a breath and lean into my side. No more anxieties or secrets to hide. Every little pop from the cedar and pine is telling my spirit that you're gonna be the cozy embers. And as the flames start to settle and dip, we take a final and a lingering sip. The bright orange ridges turn into a gray, but the heat in this cabin is staying to stay. It burrows deep down while the snow covers town. Just a low hum as the sleep starts to come. Ash in the smoke like a soft velvet glow. Cozy embers. Good night. Good night. Good night. Floorboards creaking under my feet. Smell of old paint in the summer heat. The moving boxes are stacked by the door. Shadows stretch out across the wood floor. I swear I can hear the sound of your laugh, cutting this quiet clean in half. But I turn around and there's nobody there, just us motes floating in the heavy air. Chasing the echoes in the hallway, footsteps that always seem to walk away. Whispers of promises we couldn't keep, waking up secrets that were fast asleep. Every single wall holds a ghost of a sound, bouncing from the ceiling right back to the ground. I'm trapped in the space of a yesterday. Yeah. It stayed echoes in the hallway. There is a mark where we measured your height, right by the switch that turns on the light. It's crazy how spaces can hold so much weight. Long after people have locked up the gate, I hear the front door slam in the breeze, stirring up all of these old memories. Like a record that's stuck on a skipping refrain off a song that I'll never quite capture again. Chasing the echoes in the hallway, footsteps that always seem to walk away. Whispers of promises we couldn't keep, waking up secrets that were fast asleep. Every single wall holds a ghost of a sound, bouncing from the ceiling right back to the ground. I'm trapped in the space of a yesterday. It stayed echoes in the hallway. Reverb catches my breath when I sigh, giving a haunting return to goodbye. Does the house remember the joy and the pain, or am I just losing my mind in the rain? The sound stretches out long and thin. Where do I end and the echoes begin? Fading away, nothing left to say, just the click of the key turning on me. Echoes in the hallway, then silence. The clock on the stove says it's 5 a.m. The sun hasn't broken the horizon yet. Water starts boiling, a low steady hum will come in the morning for his come. Pouring the water, the dark beams ignite. Breathing in deeply, shaking off the night. I wrap both my hands tight around the clay, holding the warmth as I face a new day. Slowly rising from my steaming mug, wrapped up tight in a ceramic hug. Watch the white tendrils twist into the air, carrying away every worry and care. The world is still sleeping, the chaos is gone. Just me and my thoughts at the break of the dawn, finding my peace in the quietest drug, watching the ghost of the steaming mug, staring straight down at the swirling dark swirl, safe for a moment from the rush of the world. The ceramic is hot, but it grounds me right here, making the static in my head disappear. Listless troubles evaporate fast, like patterns of heat that weren't meant to last. With every small sip, I am coming alive, getting my spirit ready to thrive. Slowly rising from my steaming mug, wrapped up tight in a ceramic hug. Watch the white tendrils twist into the air, carrying away every worry and care. The world is still sleeping, the chaos is gone. Just me and my thoughts at the break of the dawn, finding my peace in the quietest drug, watching the ghost of the steaming mug. And it gently cools down as the sky turns to blue. The morning light cuts the kitchen right through. The shadows retreat from the linoleum floor as footsteps approach from the bedroom door. The daydream is ending, the real world awakens, but I'm ready now, no longer shaken. Just a drop at the base, a smile on my face, steaming mug, time to begin. The world gets too loud when the sun goes down. Too many sirens in this heavy town. So I pull the latch on my battered black case and welcome the cedar to this quiet space. My thumb hits the low E, a deep steady hum, waiting for the rest of the rhythm to come. Just pressing my fingers to the metal and wood, fixing the things that I wish that I could. It's just 6 strings and solitude, changing the shape of the cynical mood and body listening. Nobody to please, just letting my heavy heart breathe on the breeze. When the loneliness bites and the shadows intrude, I find my way out with 6 strings and solitude. There's a wear on the fretboard where my fingers slide, a map of the places where I used to hide. The lacquer is scratched and the bridge is a mess, but it knows how to carry the weight of my stress. I don't need an audience, don't need a stage to write out the lines of a brand new page. Every vibration that hits my chest wall is catching my spirit before I can fall. It's just 6 strings and solitude, changing the shape of a cynical mood. Nobody listening, nobody to please, just letting my heavy heart breathe on the breeze. When the loneliness bites and the shadows intrude, I find my way out with 6 strings and solitude. And I don't even care if I play out of tune under the light of a mid-winter moon. The chords tell the secrets I keep in my head, saying the words that I should have just said. Let it ring, let it ring. A final G major that slowly decays, taking the dust of the day away. The room is still quiet, the shadows are gone, just a ring in the air as I wait for the dawn. 6 strings and solitude. Street lights flicker through the window blind, tracing patterns on the back of my mind. I swear I saw a silhouette cross the floor, but it's just the headlights outside the door. I keep reaching out for a hand to hold, but the air in this room is getting heavy and cold. Running after something that isn't quite there, grabbing at the ghost of a breath in the air. I'm just chasing shadows in the dark, trying to find a flame from a dying spark. Running through the alleyways of my own head, playing every single word that you said. But you can't catch a shape that belongs to the night, no matter how fast you run toward the light. Yeah, I'm breaking my heart at a midnight park, just chasing shadows in the dark. The clock keeps ticking but the time stands still. I'm climbing up a mountain that is just a hill. Every corner that I turn is a familiar view, a trick of the mind making me see you. I follow the outlines along the drywall, waiting for the moment that the illusions fall. But shadows don't talk and they don't look back, they just leave you stranded on a one-way track. I'm just chasing shadows in the dark, trying to find a flame from a dying spark. Running through the alleyways of my own head, are playing every single word that you said. But you can't catch a shape that belongs to the night, no matter how fast you run toward the light. Yeah, I'm breaking my heart at a midnight park, just chasing shadows in the dark. Then the moon goes down and the dark starts to fade, exposing the mess that my memories made. The sun hits the asphalt, the contrast is clear, and all of my phantoms begin to disappear. They vanish in the gray, they wash away. No more shapes on the wall, no more phantoms to call. The sun is up high, time to say goodbye. Stop chasing shadows, walk into the light. The inkwell is full, the desk has been cleared, shaking off all of the ghosts that I feared. The heavy leather binder is open when wide, no more hiding the feelings inside. I spent so long reading chapters of old, stuck on a story that already was told. But I'm turning the leaf, I'm capping the pen, ready to look at the canvas again. Staring straight down at the unwritten page, stepping right out of a self-made cage. No lines on the paper, no maps on the floor, just a wide open view and an unlocked door. The past was a lesson, but it isn't the end. I've got a brand new beginning to bend. My hand isn't shaking, I'm taking the stage, writing my life on the unwritten page. There's beauty in blankness, a freedom in white, a silent permission to finally write. I can be a villain or I can be a king. I can choose to cry or I can choose to sing. The margins are clean and the surface is smooth, ready for every new rhythm and groove. No spilled coffee stains or tears in the spine. From this moment on, the story is mine. Staring straight down at the unwritten page, stepping right out of a self-made cage. No lines on the paper, no maps on the floor, just a wide open view and an unlocked door. The past was a lesson, but it isn't the end. I've got a brand new beginning to bend. My hand isn't shaking, I'm taking the stage, writing my life on the unwritten page. It starts with a stroke, a single bold line, an act of creation that's completely mine. Letting the ink bleed, letting it flow to places that yesterday didn't quite know. The sentence is moving, the paragraph grows, a beautiful prologue. The heavy fog lifts, the pen hits the paper, the perspective shifts. The unwritten page, look at it grow, aging. Clock hands merge at the very top, the traffic dies and the engines stop. The city holds a collective breath in the quiet space between life and death. A single blue light on the dashboard glow, nowhere left for this car to go. The radio hums a static tune under the watch of a silver moon. And it's midnight on the dot, the world forgot the things it sought. No yesterday to hold me down, no tomorrow waking up the town. Just a frozen second in the dark, a quiet breath, a phantom spark. Everything is perfectly still at the bottom of the midnight hill. The street lamp shade on every promise that we made. The calendar turns a silent page, a quiet shift on a darkened stage. I watch my breath in the chilly air, no rush to get from here to there. For 60 seconds the world is mine, suspended on a thin timeline. And it's midnight on the dot, the world forgot the things it saw. No yesterday to hold me down, no tomorrow waking up the town. Just a frozen second in the dark, a quiet breath, a phantom spark. Everything is perfectly still at the bottom of the midnight hill. 12 chimes ring from the cathedral tower, the ultimate display of a silent power vibrating deep in my ribcage bone, reminding me that I'm not alone. The old day dies to make some room for a flower that has yet to bloom. 12 strikes, the clock resets, no more room for old regrets. Arc on the screen, the cleanest stare I've ever seen. Midnight, the new day begins. The barometer drops like a stone in a well. The sky turns a shade that is heavy to tell. An unnatural bruise on the edge of the town as the weight of the atmosphere comes rushing down. The shutters are banging, the power lines scream, waking me up from a delicate dream. There is nowhere to run and there's nowhere to hide from the front that is rolling in deep from inside. We're heading straight into stormy weather, testing the threads holding us together. Lightning flashes exposing the scars, tearing up maps that we drew to the stars. Let the torrential downpour begin, washing away where we've already been. It's dark and it's loud, but we're crossing the line in the stormy weather of your heart and mine. Hail hits the siding like gravel and stone, a furious rhythm when you feel alone. The trees bend like blades at the mercy of air, stripping the branches completely bare. You spent so long trying to keep it all calm, hiding a fire in the palm of our palm. But you can't fake a summer when winter is due, and you can't fight a storm when it's blowing through you. We're heading straight into stormy weather, testing the threads holding us together. Lighting flashes exposing the scars, tearing up maps that we drew to the stars. Let the torrential downpour begin, washing away where we've already been. It's dark and it's loud, but we're crossing the line in the stormy weather of your heart and mine. Ooh. Desperate, terrifying note, a lump of anxiety caught in my throat. But after the lightning has shattered the night, the darkness is broken, making room for the light. Let the thunder crash, let the windows smash. The wind starts to ease, a break in the breeze. The worst has passed by, a tear in the sky. Stormy weather is clearing out. Ooh. has stopped, the static is dead. The ceiling has finally stopped leaking overhead. I step out onto the slippery wooden porch. The moon has gone down, putting out its night torch. The air is so heavy, but it's wonderfully clean, washing the city in a brand new sheen. A single drop falls from the edge of the roof, a tiny reminder, a beautiful proof. And oh, the air smells sweet after the rain, washing the dirt from the window pane. The puddle on the pavement reflects a blue sky. The mud on my boots is beginning to dry. The storm had its moment, it put up a fight, but look at the colors returning to light. The worst is behind us, the healing is plain. Everything's new after the rain. The sparrows are coming back out of the trees, shaking the wet from their wings in the breeze. The world is waking up, stretching its limbs, replacing the thunder with morning time hymns. I look at my hands, they aren't clenched in a fist. Anger is scattered like low-lying mist. The damage is done, but the foundation holds as a beautiful canvas of green unfolds. And all the air smells sweet after the rain, washing the dirt from the window pane. The puddle on the pavement reflects a blue sky. The mud on my boots is beginning to dry. The storm had its moment, it put up a fight, but look at the colors returning to light. The worst is behind us, the healing is plain. Everything's new after the rain. And it's not just a clearing, it's a total release, a hard-earned, quiet and delicate peace. The asphalt is steaming under the heat as a brand new rhythm takes over the street. The shadows are shrinking, the morning is winking. Just a bright, clear view, a heavy drop of dew. The storm is fully gone, walking to the dawn after the rain. Here comes the sun.